Nebraska bill could soon relieve the patchwork of regulations many food trucks face. LB 740, introduced by Senator Tony Vargas, would require the Nebraska Department of Agriculture to maintain a list of areas that have food truck ordinances. It would also establish a mutual agreement for permits between several counties. Those include Douglas, Lancaster, and Hall counties. Senator Vargas hopes this bill helps meet the needs of these small business owners by taking some care of their burdensome costs.
These are small business entrepreneurs that are meeting a need, and all different walks of life in terms of food as well and cultural experiences. We need to make it easier for food trucks to be able to exist.
This isn't the senator's first time addressing regulations over food trucks. His last proposal stalled in committee back in 2019. The legislature's Agricultural Committee is set to hear testimony of this proposal on Tuesday.